Hello again everybody and welcome back to Boozetooz. Today is day 7 of Booze Plontan's 10 Days of Christmas unboxings and giveaway. So it's time once again to pick another figure to unbox for today. Which one do we want? I'm going to go with the one right here in the middle. So let's pull these ones aside. And here we are. Let's see who we have. Okay. I see a lot of gray. Is that a bed maybe? Possibly. Alrighty, who do we have? Let's see. No way. We have the CarsonDoAHandstand youtooz. This is super cool. This might actually be my favorite figure out of all 10. So this is very interesting. It's been a very long time since I've unboxed a Carson figure on the channel. So let's take it out of the sleeve here and I'll tell you a little bit more about the figure. So this figure is probably the most infamous Carson figure that youtooz has ever made. So back in like 2019, 2020, in the early youtooz days, Carson was the YouTuber that they were making a ton of products for. Just like today they make a ton of products for like J-Schlatt and H2O Delirious, back then it was Carson. So I think Carson had about 4 or 5 different figures, which back in the day was a lot. Nowadays J-Schlatt has like 50 different youtooz products, but back in the day having more than 2 figures was absolutely insane. And this figure was basically like the cream of the crop. Plus it came out super early on. This must have been like his 2nd or 3rd figure. And the funny thing about this figure is that, to the best of my knowledge, it's the exact same figure as his original figure. They just made a little flat spot on the top of his head so he can do a handstand, which is pretty funny. So on the top of the sleeve here it says CarsonDoAHandstand. We have the concept right there, and it's really just his figure upside down. Then it looks like we have a gray background on the side here. It looks like we have some more gray. Looks like I'm thinking that's a bed. That looks like a bed. Could be a bed, definitely. I think these are the 2 pillows right there, and then that's a blanket. That's what I'm assuming. But it looks like we just have gray all the way around besides the bottom there. And let's take off the sleeve and let's check out the box. So it looks like CarsonDoAHandstand is number 10 of the meme collection. We have the concept right there, CarsonDoAHandstand right there. We have a little triangle design right there. And of course we have the same kind of gray background. On the side of the box here, it looks like we have another picture of the concept right there. We have his bed right there, a lamp in the background there, right actually kind of in the corner of the room. You can kind of see like where the 2 walls meet each other right there. So it looks like we have a trash can possibly down the bottom there. We have a window with some shades over it, and of course we have the description of the figure. And the description says, "Sees woman, my jaw drops to the floor. My eyes extend at a velocity never before seen. I take out a boxing glove and hit myself with it 17 times. Pant like a dog, yell awooga, awooga, then turn to the audience and say in a 1930s New York accent, 'Hot mama, now that's a damn.'" Man, I gotta say, I really miss Carson's humor. I used to watch Carson a lot back in the day, back in like, what was the S&P Live era, and I gotta say I really liked his humor. But then on the final side here we have another little message on the bottom, and it says, "Check this out, chat." And on the top of the box here, of course, we have another picture of the concept right there in front of a gray background. And let's open this thing up and let's see if there's a message on the inside of the tab. And there is. It says, "I swear I can do it." So obviously these quotes come from the stream where he was attempting to do a handstand. Which I actually do remember that stream. Let's throw the box and the sleeve in the back here, and let's check out the figure. Oh, also, it looks like Plontan got this from StockX. Very cool. Alrighty, look at this thing. This is sick. Does it stand up? It does stand up. Very cool. Okay. This figure is honestly hilarious. It's such a stupid idea, but it's so funny. So my bet on the creation of this figure is that they probably had a bunch of like Call Me Carsons left over after the drop, and instead of just keeping them like packed away, they decided to do this with them, which is honestly a very smart business move. Plus, the cool thing about this figure is that it can be the regular Carson figure and it can be the CarsonDoAHandstand figure. Very cool. I actually have the original Carson figure, even though I never unboxed it on the channel. So I was thinking about going to grab it, but I really don't think there's really a need to grab it because this is the figure. I mean, it's exactly the same besides a little bit of a flat point on his head there. So without further ado, let's actually go over the detail here. So on the top of the figure here, or should I say on the bottom of the figure here, we have Carson's hair, and I honestly think they did a great job on that. It honestly looks just like Carson's actual hair. Then of course we have Carson's glasses, we have a little Carson smile right there, And it looks like he's wearing a blue jacket. We have dark blue on the top. We have a little bit of a lighter blue on the bottom. Then we have an even lighter blue on the sleeve here and a red on the other sleeve there. Then it looks like he's wearing a wood-fired pizza t-shirt, and that's honestly one of my favorite Carson references. It's such a dumb joke, but I mean, that's what makes it funny. Actually, let me play the clip right now.
Wood-fired pizza? How will pizza get a job now?
Then it looks like he's wearing some blue pants that match his t-shirt and some white and gold sneakers there. Very cool. This honestly has to be one of the coolest figures that Plontan sent me out of the 10. Like, the figure overall is just so stupidly funny. I love it. Also, this is actually one of the only Carson figures that has retained its value. And I think that's because it is so rare. I think that they released a very, very small quantity of these. So it's by far the most rare Carson figure there is. This thing is just honestly so cool, and you guys know how much I love unboxing Season 1 figures. It just brings me back to a simpler time in the youtooz community. Back in the day when it was actually possible to own every single youtooz product, whereas today it's almost impossible just because they release so many. Let me reframe that. It's impossible unless you're a millionaire. So let me give you guys another little 360 of this figure because I honestly love this thing. It's so cool. But let's throw the box and the sleeve in the back here, and let's throw another ornament on the tree. Alright, you guys know we gotta lower the desk for this one. Alrighty, let's pull out our handy dandy ornament box, and let's see which one we want to pick out for today. Okay, I guess it just fell right out. There we go. Alrighty, and who are we going to be putting on the tree today? It is no other than Grande. Very cool. Or Dr. Grande, I should say. Which is also a very cool Season 1 figure. This is one of the first figures that they ever made. Alrighty, where should we put him on the tree? I'm thinking we should put him up high because, you know, he is a doctor. So I think he deserves a higher spot in the tree. And there we go. Actually, let's make him hang a little bit more. There we go. Okay, that's better. Awesome. The tree's really coming together. Look at this thing. It's looking so good. So we have 7 figures on there now. I think we still have... what? If we have 7 figures on there, then we have 5 figures to go. Very cool. Alrighty, well that is all I have for you guys for this video, so I will give you guys another little look at the CarsonDoAHandstand figure because this thing is just so friggin' cool. There we go, it finally focused. But if you guys like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more youtooz unboxings. Make sure to check out tomorrow for day 8, and I will see you guys in the next video.